So glad to have you here this morning on this first day of December. This is the Diamond Factory. I'm Dr. Roz, your VP of Communications, sitting in for Phyllis Nash, our Chief Sales Officer. Because let me tell you, Team No Sleep has been in effect. Oh my God, they're working. I told somebody they're working like little beavers. They're at the dispensary getting those orders out. So if you haven't gotten your order out, if you haven't gotten a notice saying it's being shipped, just hold on. It's getting ready to happen because they're working overtime. That's the difference in when we're building a business. But I don't want to talk this morning. I want us to communicate today because we've had a grueling, a pressing, a pushing that has been taking place for the last 2 months. And I shared a story with you guys yesterday of something I learned just from a simple trip that my husband was taking, a daily trip that he takes to his job. But I got a lesson out of it. And I realize that in everything we do in life, there's some kind of lesson to be taught, even in the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I want you to share this morning all over Akanna Nation. If you've got something you want to share, what are you sharing? You're sharing what lessons did you learn in the last 2 months as we were pushing, whether you met your goal or whether you didn't meet your goal, whether you hit your rank or whether you did not hit your rank, whether you got the Econo Lifer package and what was the lesson that you learned that made you be able to do that? What lessons did you take that you learned maybe about some others, that you learned about yourself, that you learned about your business, that you learned just about life? If you have something you want to share, unmute yourself. The way you do that, if I don't know your name or anything, you have to hit star star twice. Now you have to have your phone unmuted when you do that, because sometimes we hit star star, but your phone is still muted. So anybody want to share? What lessons have you learned? Maybe you learned something in boot camp that has blessed you tremendously. Anything that's taken place from October throughout all of November, and now today is December the 1st, and we're pressing through December to the beginning of the year. Please share all over the building. Just interrupt me, hit star star. Who's going to be first? Who's going to be first on
Dr.
the dance
Roz,
floor? Yes.
Dr. Roz, yes, this is Royal in Lansing, Illinois, and I want to speak to the boot camp that we had in Indianapolis. That was so rich. I think the biggest thing that I got from that, and I'm grateful for it because it has caused a change in how I do things. I learned from Scott to how to utilize my time towards the business. It was so stressful before his explanation because me, like probably so many others, felt that we had to pull hours out of our day all at one time to try to focus on things for the business. And that made it so difficult with life being what it is and things coming up at random. But he put it in perspective by saying that those 3 hours or 4 hours that you plan to commit can be done in increments. And knowing that just gave me so much more time in my day for doing the things that needed to get done, but still having time to do what I needed to do for the business. So that has relieved a lot of stress on my part, and made me look more forward to the things that I do when I am taking out time for the business in the day. So, I mean, kudos to the boot camp. That has really made a shift in how I do things, and I know that that is going to add to my success. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you, Royal, for sharing. Fantastic. That's wonderful. Lessons learned. Lessons learned. So that's what we're talking about today. Lessons learned. What lessons have you learned? Maybe about yourself, anything, but because we've been doing some pretty focused, intentional things for October and November. And so share. What lessons did you learn about you, about others, about your business, about just whatever that may be for you? Next person, unmute yourself. Hit star star twice. I see somebody just unmuted. Go
Yes,
ahead.
Dr.
Morning.
Rod, go ahead.
No, ladies
This,
first. Go ahead.
okay, this is Brenda from Virginia. What I learned at the last minute, I was looking at my contact list, and it was one person that I wasn't going to mention about the Lifer Pack because she was having some issues with funds. And I said, no, let me call her so she can't say I didn't let her know. And she got it. So don't count anybody out. That was a good lesson for me.
Oh my goodness, that is fantastic. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Somebody definitely need to hear that. All right. Next person, that gentleman, that 804, I think it is.
Yes, that's me. It's a Diamond Mike.
All right, Mike, go ahead.
Good morning. Good morning. First of all, congratulations, Brenda. Way to knock it out the park. Way to represent for VA.
Thank you.
Awesome work. Awesome work. And I just wanted to, this is a very appropriate question, Dr. Roz, because I'm coming up on like my 1 year anniversary in the company, and I've been reflecting on where I am and what I've done and where I'm going. And this has been such a beautiful journey. And I'm really, so as my reflection, as I go through my reflection, I'm asking myself, where am I? And through this past year, through the boot camps in Goshen, through the boot camp in Indy, through everything that we've gone through this year, where are we positioned? And I really feel good about where we're positioned. We're founders, we're lifers, we're getting better, we're pushing toward $1 billion big. The company is growing, we're bringing in expertise, we're positioned so well in the marketplace, we're going international. We're at the right place at the right time. And this last push, we had some victories, we had some people who are gonna do it later and whatever. But being in the game, you got to be in the game to win the game. So, just like Brenda just said, she had an unexpected victory. They're coming. They're coming for everybody. We just got to stay in the game. If we don't do the things that we're being taught, we're not going to get the victory. In order to get the victory, we have to prepare ourselves. We have to position ourselves. And I just want to just thank this company and thank this team that we're developing, the culture that's being created, that we're positioning ourselves for $1 billion big. So those are some of the lessons learned. And also, my wife and I are working together on a common project, and there's nothing more powerful than that. She's ignited, she's got vision, she's developing things that she wants to do within the company, and it's just a beautiful thing to watch. So those are some of the takeaways over my last year in the business.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for sharing that. Fantastic. Oh my God, that's exciting. It's always good when you have couples that are coming together, especially when probably they've never come together in a business venture together. And I don't even know if that's your case, but in most cases, it's either one or the other. Now together, that's fantastic. Thank you, Mike, for sharing. All right, anybody else? We've got time. Your takeaways from anything in the last couple of months, lessons learned, lessons learned. We've got to learn some lessons. Even if you didn't reach your destination, but you got to understand it's a journey. And if you did reach your destination, we applaud you, we celebrate you. You can share that. So, what are the lessons learned? Yes,
Hello.
go ahead.
Hi, this is Marguerite Wright. I'm in Dixmoor, Illinois, and I just have to say I've learned so much from my upline Gigi Harris, because Gigi is such a person, and she's taught me to be that, because I have a tendency to always text people or hit them up on Facebook and things like that. Gigi say, no, call the person, talk to the person, see how they're doing. People need to hear your voice. And the goal I've set after learning this is I'm going to call my team members personally more in the upcoming months and talk to them instead of just texting and sending out messages.
Man, that's good, Marguerite. Thank you so much. Yeah, Gigi is the bomb.com. So we
Yes.
so thank you. Thank you for sharing that lesson learned. All right, anybody else want to share? Lessons learned is what we're doing this morning. We're sharing throughout the entire company. You have a lesson that you've learned, hopefully. Even when something negative happens, there's a lesson that you can learn out of that. That's why scripture says all things work together for good, because you get something out of it. Did you reach your goal? What lesson did you learn that made you reach your goal? Whether that was to rank in any rank, did you hit that diamond? Hit that double diamond? If you didn't, what lesson did you learn? Whatever it is, share. I hear somebody.
Hello, Dr. Ross. Can you hear me?
Hey,
Yes.
I just put on.
Dorsey. How are you guys?
Hold on a second. We got Gladys, I think it is. Gladys? Go ahead. Is that? Somebody speak up. Whoever it was that was talking. I don't know. Maybe I said the
They
wrong
can't
name.
put it in here?
That was Margaret Dorsey. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, I think someone left their mic open. That's the background.
Okay.
So what I want, good morning, everybody. What I wanted to share is, and I was inspired by what Mike said. Having been in Akanna almost 4.5 years, I am totally impressed with the product. People know I'm a product person, okay? I'm a product of the product, and as we've gone through the specials, and I'm like, okay, this person needs this person needs that. And so now I like what Mike said, because we're on a trajectory of getting our people accustomed to repeat buying. Okay. And my family I'm very pleased with how they're beginning to just realize that the products are staples. They're not something you use once and you stop using it. And so for me, I'm actually starting over today with a flat belly lifestyle process in getting people to really understand it's a regimen, it's a lifestyle change, it's not a one and done. So I'm inspired today to just moving on, keep it moving in the direction that it's going, because like you said, like Mike said, we're solid. We have a lot to offer, and all we have to do is keep getting it out there. So everybody have a blessed rest of the day.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, every time this lady opens up her mouth, we receive some special nuggets. I appreciate it. Totally, totally. All right. We still got a few minutes. Anybody else? Anybody else? Unmute. Star 2 times. That's
Hey,
good
Dr.
for you.
Roz, it's
Hey.
Crystal Robinson. Hey, good morning, everybody. I just
All
wanted
right.
to say, when you guys just pick up the phone and call people, don't let the heavy phone prevent you from picking it up. Just pick up the phone and start calling people and reaching out to your networks, because a lot of times they're waiting for us to call. And for whatever reason, we feel like we don't want to bother them or whatever. Just pick it up. Pick it up. Don't text. Pick up the phone and call people. It just makes a difference. So I just want to share that.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much. All right. Yes, Terrence, I see you're unmuted.
Hi, Dr. Roz. It's actually Denise. How are you?
Hey, Denise, yes.
Denise Hill from New York.
All
What I
right.
gathered for boot camp is a closed mouth don't get fed. And you have to put yourself out there. It might not be comfortable. During these sales, what I did is I crafted an email designed to have people start on January 6th to do the flat belly cleanse, but let them know that it was at the cheapest price they were ever going to get it. And curate the text so that way when they click on my site, it takes them directly to the 21-day cleanse and made it easier for them to purchase. I actually signed up 6 new people to do the
Wow.
cleanse this month. And I was so happy that all it took was me doing most of the work for them. So if you make it easy for people and you allow them to make a purchase easily, they're more than likely to do it. And once they do the cleanse, and for those who didn't, I've sowed seeds. So who knows? Maybe come January, they'll still be buying the cleanse, but now they got to buy it at full price.
Right. All right. Fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Got new folks, new customers. Look at you. And never know what's transpiring. Customers turn into business partners at some point in many cases. So that's awesome. Congratulations on that, Denise. All right. Who's next? Anybody else? We got about another 60 seconds. Anybody want to share? Lessons learned.
Yes, Dr. Roz, this is Cherie. I didn't hit
Go ahead.
my goal, but I'm still going to. But
Yes.
some of the people, some of the seeds that I planted years ago, they're coming to fruition now. And a couple of people, they wanted to get in on the lifer, but they weren't able to at this time. But some of the seeds I planted, they're coming to fruition, and I'm still going to hit my goal.
Absolutely, absolutely, because it's a journey, Cherie.
Yes.
So fantastic. Good job. Good job. Plant those seeds. Seeds definitely come up. So we stay encouraged. See, that's the thing, guys. You gotta stay encouraged. Maybe you didn't hit your goal, but you gotta stay encouraged. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay true to going after it. When you're in a race, you're going where? To the finish line. And then I'm always mindful of the story of the tortoise and the hare. It wasn't the hare that won the race. It was the tortoise. So absolutely fantastic, Cherie. Thank you so much for sharing. Is there anybody else before we shut this down? I don't want
Yes,
to.
Dr. Ross, this is Ma Mitchell. Can you all
Hey,
hear me?
Mom, go ahead. Yes.
How you doing? I'm really enjoying this, especially the talking about the reflections and prayers answered. People are praying for this. I just woke up to a text and also the planting the seeds and well, this is a lady that I met on my trip to Africa. And I gave her a scan when we were in Africa. And at that time, which was in March of 2023, she asked me, she said she was interested, but never really committed. I accidentally sent a text out to a video that I was sending to someone else and sent it to her. And this is her response to me. She looked at the video and she told, and I sent her the video that Melissa made of the flat belly that she just made during Thanksgiving. This is her response to me this morning. Tired of being tired and praying I can help my mother, who is 89. She takes a mountain of medication, so I'm interested. 25 days to Christmas, 21 days to better health, and 6 months training to June 2024 because she has some things that she's trying to do. And so you just never give up on people. This seed was planted back in March, and looking at her prayer being answered because I accidentally sent this video to her. So I'm just thrilled. She said I'll talk to you today at 11 o'clock.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Accidentally intentional.
Right. Yes.
All
yes.
right.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for sharing today. This has been great. Let's continue to discover our lessons learned. All right, let's keep focused. December the 1st, it's a brand new month. We're gonna have a lot of announcements, more than likely on Monday, because we always do and plan so many things to do for our Christmas gifts that we're giving out to people because we want to give people what? The gift of health. And so get ready for those announcements that are coming very, very soon. Those of you that are leaders, our CSO has asked that we continue to have the leadership meeting. She's just getting some rest, being up all night, team no sleep. So we'll see you on next week. Don't forget on Saturday. Oh, wait, let me make sure. Willie, are you there? Is anything going on in Chicago? I've got you unmuted if you're there.
Dr. Roz, this is Crystal. I talked to Minister Mooney yesterday. I don't know if he's on the line.
There he is, I think.
Okay.
Great morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? I pray you're doing well. Great energy. It's raining in Chicago, but that's not stopping us from doing what we do every day. Tomorrow, you all, is canceled for everything that we would normally do. However, you want to go to Eventbrite. You want to look at the tickets that are being sold for the event, another elevated experience that's happening in Chicago hosted by our own CSO, Phyllis Nash. I know she's resting up so she can make that happen. But everything that we would normally do, the bioscans, the blood type test, and the on Saturday morning at 10 has been canceled. And especially the 9 a.m. workout, you can actually, if you have registered and still do register, go online, do a search, type in Christmas, and you can still get your tickets because there is a virtual workout by our own Minister Ernestine Davis. It's not stopping her, and she can't stop. So if you're right now, you're getting ready to do that reset cleanse or that refresh cleanse, you want to incorporate that working out, not lifting weights, not doing anything like that, but get with your girl, Minister Ernestine Davis, in your back office by typing in Christmas and do that countdown all the way to your flat belly. So back to you, Dr. Rob.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. And listen, guys, let's get it done. Let's get it done. And kind of wish I was in Chicago because I want to know all these different recipes. Listen, pack that place out. Pack out the place to get this information so y'all can bring these recipes back to me so I can know how to cook and how to fix these raw dishes and stuff. All right. So let's get it done. Then the regular 10 a.m. call will be taking place, having different leaders to do that call. So make sure that if you're not in the Chicago area, you're not going to be at the event. So that being said, have a great Akanna day, everybody, as our CSO would say. Good. Bye for now.